There's a reason I return to Greek tragedy when exploring Jungian themes. It's not just the archetypes, the mother, the hero, the king. It's because these ancient plays understand what depth psychology tries to articulate. That transformation begins when the psyche breaks open. No play captures that fracture quite like Euripides Medea. Medea tells the story of a woman betrayed, cast aside by her husband Jason after she sacrificed everything for him. Consumed by grief and rage, she becomes the embodiment of the shadow feminine. Her revenge is devastating. She kills Jason's new bride and then, unthinkably, her own children. The play doesn't ask us to judge, but to witness the psyche split open. What we exile returns with force. Medea is what happens when the soul is unheard. Medea is wild, dangerous, utterly uncompromising, and yet she's unmistakably human. When she is betrayed by her husband, Medea does not weep in a corner. She burns. She channels the full force of the archetypal feminine in its most terrible form. Not the soft mother, but the fury, the outsider, the shadow. It's horrific, and it's honest. Because Greek tragedy doesn't flinch from what we try to suppress. It gives voice to what Jung called the shadow, that part of the psyche we exile, but that holds immense power. We all want to believe we're good, that if we do what's right, we'll be rewarded, but the psyche doesn't work that way. Betrayal, rage, humiliation, these are not clean emotions. They don't move in straight lines. They churn, they distort, they demand to be seen and felt. Medea becomes the embodiment of the disowned feminine. She reminds us that to become whole, we cannot amputate the parts of ourselves that terrify us. We must meet them, name them, and integrate them. If not outwardly, then inwardly, where the real alchemy happens. Medea is not just a figure of rage, but of disintegration. Her response to Jason's betrayal reveals the psyche's violent need to restore meaning and dignity in the face of annihilation. Her transgression is understood as the psyche's tragic attempt to reclaim agency and confront the unbearable rupture of betrayal, making the myth a timeless mirror of psychological trauma and archetypal rage. Jung wrote, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." Medea is darkness made conscious. She is not meant to be imitated. She is meant to be understood. She holds a psychic truth that we all carry capacities we'd rather not admit, and that until those capacities are made conscious, they rule us from the shadows.